Second round, best of 25 legs when we come to those games, but look at that, Stuart. Ho, 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 what a difference.
Yeah, doubling disaster for Andy Hamilton. He's had darts to win every single leg, and he's hit only 2.
Game on!
And Hamilton is in some bother. I mean, the stats not very impressive from either player, but McGowan has taken his chances. Not had many of them, but he's hit the doubles. It's the doubles that win the legs.
Yep, dead right. Even if it's taken him a while to get to them, 3 out of 5 is very acceptable. I think any player here in the tournament would take that.
Well, every player goes through a bad patch, and the last 3 or 4 months has been just that for Andy Hamilton. You mentioned his pub in Stoke, the Skylark. Well, early next year, he's selling that and going full-time pro.
38.
Yeah, Andy Hamilton, double 3. That's what he's had to go for. That's the point I made before the break, when he'd have done much better to bust his score and stay on double 12.
Yeah, 6 attempts, only 1 hit. 3 attempts, and no hit at double 6. And double 20, just about acceptable. Double 15, 1 out of 1. We remember that, of course, for McGowan, don't we? So he's done pretty well. That was when he wanted 40 and he got the double 5 and the double 15, didn't he? He only believes in green doubles, Mr. McGowan. I'm sure I'm not right there.
100.
Any double counts, but some do tend to be easier than others.
At the moment, both these players will be
41.
thinking, let's just get over the finishing line here, whatever it takes. But this certainly is the worst that we've seen Andy Hamilton play live on Sky for, well, since he's been in the elite.
Yeah.
100.
Sometimes in the early part of the contest, it's not worth thinking about the finishing line. It can seem so far away. Do you remember when you used to do cross-country at school? You never thought about the finishing line
99.
because it hurt to think of how far away it
And
was.
you require 100.
It may well be the case here. But anyway, he can rectify matters because he does have the ability. 82 he needs now. May go treble 14. Decided to go for the bull and was unconvincing
52.
there.
Nowhere near
Make you
with
require
any of those 3 darts,
158.
Hamilton. But he is going to get a chance to make amends
44.
and to break back.
Andy, you require
So 50. Now I can guarantee Andy Hamilton will not go for bull here. He's got 3 darts in his hand. Double 16. And every double 16 has been round about there. A good quarter of an inch in, but at least he did find the one just north of it. Levels up and 3 legs all. Gets the break back. That's the important thing straight away. And now throwing first, 3 legs all. Parity!
Yeah, much relief as well for Hamilton.
83.
You know, when you see them struggling like this, is it confidence? Is it belief? Do they just lose the edge to their throw?
44.
Yeah, I think it is confidence or lack of it. Andy Hamilton started superbly, hit a 180 in the opening leg. But the fact that he's missed so many doubles affects other elements of his game. And it's the fact that he's hit his doubles that has kept McGowan very much in the game, rather paradoxically.
$134.
Lovely shooting there from Mick McGowan. We've seen glimpses, haven't we, from both players, but we know they can both perform so much better than this.
Well, here we go. This is how he got the 180, didn't he? Put the first one in and then nestled 2 others up alongside it very nicely. And maybe a sign there that Hamilton, having hit that double to take the 6th leg of the game, has found his equilibrium again, Stuart.
99.
Yeah, it is the confidence levels. At the World Championships, Andy Hamilton hit 45 maximums, second only to Phil Taylor in the most 180s in a single World Championship. He was that good.
100.
Yes. It's the form of the last fortnight that matters most, though, as we all appreciate. And even the players know what they can do, but it
42.
becomes something of a bête
And
noire. It
you require
becomes something they can't
80.
shake off when they're not performing at that level that they know they can produce. I think that applies to golf, tennis, any sport, doesn't it? And tops here for Hamilton to go ahead.
41.
Oh, well, he was some way off, wasn't he? 39 left, and we'll have another go.
Well, the same applies to Mick McGowan. It's 3 apiece, and it could easily be 5-1 or 6-0 down.
138.
But he's very, very much in this match.
And you require 39.
So, down he comes for 7. Locks the arm again. Now double 16. Yet to hit it. At least he didn't go inside by as far as he has before.
23.
But that will worry him. The
Mick,
fact
you
that he's
require
not hitting that
44.
double 16. It's his favourite double. Now tops for McGowan. 10s for McGowan for 4-3 and another break and
34.
throw opportunity. Knocked, but has
And he
now
requires
gone.
16.
Hamilton can't believe it. Double 8. Well, we know he has hit this not so long ago.
For 4-3.
Game shot in the 7th.
So 4-3 it is.
Hamilton.
A huge
8th leg is Victor.
Hamilton fan club here inside the Winter Gardens, and he needs something to kickstart, to get him going in this first round match. Quite brilliant in beating Manley, Lewis, Mardle, and only just losing to Taylor in the semi-final here 12 months ago. At the moment, a very different player.
Yes, that's right, and very confidently, as was said in the interview earlier with Ellen Chamberlain, knocked out Ray Barneveld in order to qualify for these. So to add Barneveld to those you've mentioned, well, they are a real set of scalps, aren't they?
100.
If Andy Hamilton is off form, then I'm pretty certain it's only a temporary matter. It'll be nice to see him hit his best form, preferably now, but he is
46.
undoubtedly struggling, working hard to try and rediscover it. You almost play yourself back into form sometimes.
60.
Both of these players, I have a feeling, are trying to do just that.
I think also, John, because they're struggling, they're perhaps trying too hard.
Yes, that can happen, certainly.
Well, still to come this afternoon, Adrian Lewis and Steve Beaton. James Wade, last year's runner-up here in Blackpool, will take on Wayne Jones, and then it's Andy Jenkins and Mark Walsh. That's the menu for this Tuesday afternoon here in Blackpool.
It's interesting you mention about trying too hard, because it was I was sitting in the press room yesterday watching the Anderson Baxter game, and I remember saying that was Bob's fault, Bob's problem at one stage, Bob Anderson. Now then, what a lovely 106 finish for Mick McGowan, and that'll make him feel better for certain.